Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the DC Collectibles action figure of Black Canary from Arrow. First off, I'm glad DC Collectibles made this figure. I think Laurel Lance has such a big presence on the show, and, frankly, I think that spent more time dressed as the Black Canary than Sarah Lance ever did as the Canary. So I'm glad they made this figure. Very kind of basic, minimal articulation on this. We've got just like the ball-hinged head on the neck. We have like the ball-hinged shoulder, and then we've got the hinged and swiveling elbow joint. There is no bicep cut. There is just the swiveling and hinged, like a ball-hinged wrist. We have a mid-torso cut under the bust. The full range of motion at the legs, swing out forward and back. We've got double knee joint, and we've got the hinged ankle, which also swivels. So there is no mid-thigh cut, there is no boot cut, but you can still swivel the foot around to get good footing. But there's no waist cut, there's no bicep cut. If that sort of stuff matters to you, you might be disappointed. Me, I don't care. It preserves the sculpt, looks good, and you get enough articulation to do what you need it to do. I don't need a mid-thigh cut for this. But the details within this figure, really solid. Like, really solid. There's like an Arrow Season 3 costume in this wave that I'm just skipping because I was really disappointed in the lack of detail in it. But in this same wave, they've got this one, which is full of detail. If you look at the back of her like jacket top and just like the texture and the lines going down the side of it, the wrinkle, the little buckles in the back, you can see here like on her belt and like the textures that kind of go over her butt, which leads to these buckles and these little tiny rivets that are painted. The zipper going down the back of her boots, the riveting going along the side of her boots, the back of her boots. Really strong stuff here, like all the buckles, the wrinkling of the boots, the way they stop at the thigh and the little buckles going across there, the texture of the front. Really strong work both in sculpt and in paint, and in particular the way they work together to create fabric surfaces where you can tell this clearly looks like a leathery thing that's different from her pants. So the paint really does highlight the sculpt and add to the effect. I like the way her arms look, the way they're textured are good. And her head looks pretty good. I'd say the photo on the side of the box, which is clearly based on like a big up prototype, looks more like her than the painted final product. But you can see in the sculpt what they were going for with Laurel Lance's features there. But I do like the nose. The lips here are painted decently. Her eyeballs look pretty good. This mask paint is good. There's some, be on the lookout if you care about this sort of stuff. Some of the figures, the hair is a little bit over to the side. They don't paint the mask all the way around her face. It does stop. And if the hair is moved over, you can see the line of the mask just stop. I think that looks a little weird, so be on the lookout for that if you care. But yeah, her hair is very well sculpted and well painted. It's a basic kind of blonde paint that they've lightly highlighted that I think really reads well for her character. Now, it comes with some alternate hands. We got these little relaxed hands, and then we got the fist hands, and they look good. The little tiny hands look good. I like the fists. She comes with one accessory, comes with a baton, and it's a freaking baton. It looks good, and it fits into her hand pretty easily as far as like beating down fools and all that. And aside from that, there is a little holster for her on her hip to put that in. Overall, I like this figure. It's a little strange to me. Not strange, I guess, but from the front, she looks very like archy, like she's arching her bust forward. And that's because, well, the figure is, you can see there's a definitive kind of S-curve to her. I don't like the figure kind of pushing out her chest that much, which you can just bring the figure forward more, but she's clearly sculpted that way because then her head's looking down. Bring her head up, you say? Well, I would, but the hair limits it. So if I could get this figure's chest down and head up, that'd be great. But otherwise, she's kind of designed to be like that. I don't know, it's just not really a pose she strikes on the show very much. But overall, I mean, that complaint aside, she still looks good from the front. It's just a little thing that kind of irks me. Otherwise, it looks great. I mean, it's a great looking figure. I really like her hair contrasted with the rest of the outfit. The outfit looks good. It's well painted. Great. Love it. So yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody, and follow me on Instagram and Facebook and all that.